Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing the Zodiac makeup challenge. I asked you guys on Instagram to give me some ideas on what I could film this week because I was kind of just like in a rut of what I should film. I feel like that's way too soon for like a couple months, but anyway, a lot of you guys said you want to see a makeup challenge. A lot of you said you wanted to see my dogs pick my makeup. So I'm gonna film both, I promise. I'm gonna do the dog one probably next week, but I wanted to get this one done because I saw that Nikki Tutorials just filmed this video and I loved her video and I was very inspired to kind of like learn more about my own sign. People tell me all the time that I'm an Aquarius, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I know a little bit, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've obviously looked up little bits and pieces, but I've never really dived into it. Mikey actually filmed this video like over a year ago, and I think it's starting to like become trending again. So while it's so relevant, I thought I would just hop on the bandwagon because the relevancy of things on YouTube just come and go so quick. You guys are gonna have to excuse my appearance in this video. My hair is dirty, my clothes are dirty, so I'm wearing my boyfriend's cutoff, and my lips are falling off. Basically, they're falling off. I just keep peeling skin off. It's disgusting. So if you guys have like any crazy lip treatments or remedies, please let me know because Aquaphor, Carmex, and Blistex does not work for me. I mean, I do live in Las Vegas and it's extremely dry here, but I just feel like this isn't normal. All right, my intros are seriously always long as fuck. So if you guys would like to see me do the makeup, Zodiac makeup, Zodiac picks, if you want to see me do this challenge, just keep watching. I guess I should start off with telling you guys my sign. So I was born February 18th, 1991, and I am an Aquarius. I asked my mom what time I was born because I guess that matters when you're looking up your moon sign. And my mother said that I was born at 5:04 in the morning. So, where is this? So when I entered in all of my information into this little calculative thing, I am an Aquarius, my moon is an Aries, my ascendant is a Capricorn. So I guess we're just gonna figure out what all that means, and I'm gonna let you know if it's accurate or not. While I'm reading all this stuff, I'm going to be doing a makeup look based off my sign. So Aquarians are water bearers, but it's an air sign. So even though we are water bearers, we're not a water sign, but our color is blue. So this is why I have this backdrop, and I'm just going to be doing like a blue makeup look. Let's just start doing the makeup and then I'll start reading some stuff about myself. Okay, I've actually already moisturized and primed my face, and I just used the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and then I used the Too Faced Dew You Fresh Glow Primer, and then I used the Touch and Soul No Problem just in this area right here. I'm just gonna start with my base as usual, and I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I just want dewy skin, probably gonna end up being like a more dramatic eye, so I want the skin to be a little more fresh, you know? And I'm going to be reading what kind of person an Aquarius is. I'm just gonna do like the basics of an Aquarius, and then I'll talk about like the Aquarius, Aries, whatever, moon sign, sun, light, all that later. So it says, what type of person is an Aquarius? Every Aquarian is a rebel at heart. These air signs despise authority and anything that represents conventionality. Free-spirited and eccentric, they can often be identified by their offbeat fashion sensibilities, unusual hobbies, and non-conformist attitude. I definitely don't despise authority. I actually really like some type of structure and some type of someone telling me what to do, I guess, but I only like to be told what to do if it's something I want to do. That sounds very stupid. How can I explain this? Okay, I like structure and I like kind of like having someone to answer to because I feel like I'm not the most self-sufficient person. I feel like my head's just kind of always in the clouds and I'm the biggest procrastinator ever. So I do like a little bit of management, you know? Like if I want to do something, I would like someone to kind of like keep me in check. Now, in the same token, I don't like to be controlled. So I don't like people basically telling me what to do when I don't want to do it, if that makes sense. I hate doing things that are super conventional. I question all that kind of stuff. So I definitely would agree that I for sure resonate with all that. If you guys have not watched my like dish on relationships, I kind of get more into that. I don't want to get so much more into it again because I did a whole video on it, but I'm definitely against a lot of very conventional things. I'm just gonna put on this concealer, and then I'm gonna get into a little bit of what my moon sign is. Okay, so this says the sun in Aquarius, moon in Aries combination suggests a person that is wired to go off the beaten path and do their own thing. You are an Aquarius with intense emotions and an impulsive streak. Unlike most Aquarius people, you are less inhibited with your emotions, and that makes you sometimes intense to be around. I mean, I would definitely say that I have an opinion and I'm not afraid to say whatever's on my mind, and maybe like that's what's intense. So I'll give you that. I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder, and I like to bring it down the side of my nose and really press it into my pores right there because they are freaking huge. The only other thing it says about my personality is it says Aquarius Sun, Aries Moon makes for a great, incredible, well, it says incredibly, but that's definitely a typo. Makes for an incredible personality, born for great things. These people are marked by a benevolent, humanitarian spirit of an Aquarius, but also a dynamic, risk-taking nature of Aries. They are incredibly brave and original. Moving right along, let's talk about love. Before we get into love, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Too Faced Do You Luminous Translucent Powder, and I'm gonna put this on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. Like fucking translucent powder flying everywhere. Now this is kind of where I think all this stuff gets really silly, is when you're starting to date somebody and then you go immediately to Google and you're like, oh my god, are we compatible? And you think that the stars are gonna tell you who you should and shouldn't be with. A little weird. I know a lot of people do it. No judgment, but I'm just not the type of person who starts dating somebody and like hops on Google and like looks up our signs and sees if we're compatible. I like to figure that out for myself and not base it off of astrology. But I guess the whole point of this video is to be a little more open-minded, see if any of this makes sense or if I find any of it to be true. So just another one of the common questions was, what sign should an Aquarius marry? And while I'm reading that, I'm just gonna bronze with the Milani bronzer. This is a shimmery bronzer, so I'm only gonna put this on my forehead. But it says that the most compatible signs with Aquarius are generally considered to be Aries, Gemini, Libra, and Sagittarius. The least compatible signs with Aquarius are generally considered to be Taurus and Scorpio. See, this is where I would just not listen to astrology because I don't know, like if I meet somebody and they happen to be a Taurus, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know what? We just shouldn't do this. I mean, I would like to think that I've already found the person that I'm supposed to be with, but if it ever comes about that he's not, I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, I can't date this person and this person and this person because the stars said so. But if you do that, it's fine. Do whatever you want. I guess while I'm bronzing, I'll give you a little bit of my thoughts on that. So I will say that I feel like I am compatible with Gemini because she is a Gemini and I feel like her and I get along really well. I feel like her and I have a type of personality where if I hurt her feelings or if she hurts my feelings in something that was said, we just know that it's coming from like a loving and constructive place, and we're not really sensitive and we'll say whatever the hell we want and then we're over it in 5 minutes. So I feel like that's why her and I have like a really good relationship. It does say that I'm not compatible with Scorpio, and Mikey is a Scorpio, and I feel like her and I are very compatible, but I also like kind of understand that because she's very much into like really creepy things and I'm not. I don't know if that necessarily makes us like not compatible, but a lot of things that interest her, like I have no interest in. Like I don't like creepy, gory, scary things. She will watch horror movies all the time and I can't watch them. I don't like to watch that kind of stuff. I mean, I like to watch her YouTube videos, but that's about as far as I will dive into the whole gore situation. I will not sit through a scary movie, okay? I just won't do it. But those are like my friends. So for the sake of the video, I will look up an Aquarius female, a Virgo male, and I will tell you a little bit of what it says. Before I do that, I'm just gonna contour my nose, do my eyebrows, and finish my base so that we can move on to the eyes. So this video isn't like 20 million years long like all my other videos. Okay, I'm back. Hear me out. I stopped what I was doing and I listened to Nikki's video, James's video, and Mikey's video. And I just wanted to get more of like a vibe of how their videos went to see how I wanted to continue mine. And then I saw that Nikki had actually done one eye off camera, and I know she does that a lot. And I was like, is that the key to life? Should I just do one eye off camera? Because when I edit It takes me so long because I have so much footage. I film my full face, my eyes, everything, and then I go look at the footage and I have so much footage and it takes me so long to edit. So I was like, let me try to just do one eye off camera, see if it'll save me some time with editing. So this is what I came up with. It's just basically like a blown out blue smoky eye, and I have like chunks of glitter on the inner corner, but I'm gonna recreate this eye on this eye and continue with more Aquarius things. Where were we? We were talking about Virgos and Aquariuses and if Trevor and I are meant to be together according to the stars. The Virgo-Aquarius pairing works well if the two can accept and come to appreciate the ways in which they are different. They are not mirrors of each other, and that's what makes the combination so beautiful. Virgo can nourish Aquarius's weird habits and quirks. I'm gonna address all that, but I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette to create this whole entire eye. I'm going to be hopping into I'm Cold and Mint Tea, and I'm going to run this into my transition. So even though I guess according to astrology, Trevor and I are not the best match, I feel like we are a really good match because I think one of the reasons why I fell in love with Trevor is because he is so accepting of who I am. I feel like I am a very weird person and very kind of like off and strange, and he has never once judged me for that. Like, he just accepts me for who I am. I'm extremely messy. That's like the one thing that's really hard for him to get past because he's so organized and he's so like ducks in a line, and he's very punctual. Like, he always likes to be on time, and I'm someone who's always late. We balance each other out is the best way that I could describe it. I feel like all the negatives about me, like always being late and being messy and like just kind of being all over the place, he doesn't condemn me. He kind of just laughs at it and understands that I just am who I am. I'm just gonna go in with Flourishing, and I'm gonna run that all along my crease as well. I don't think I could be with someone that was like super similar to who I was. I think it would just be like too much. But with him, I feel like I'm good for him because I get him out of his comfort zone and I get him like thinking outside the box, and I get him to be like more spontaneous and not such a planner, and I'm just really silly with him. And I feel like the both of us don't really take life too seriously, and we like to joke around a lot and we like to have fun, and he's just like my best friend and we have a lot of fun together. But then at the same time, like, we have this crazy chemistry that I really can't explain, and I know the stars may not say that we're the most compatible, but I think we're doing just fine. Once I laid down the teal shade, I'm gonna go in with Blue Monday, and I'm going to just take the same exact brush and pack that right over top and blend. I'm looking up Aquarius and how they show affection because I was curious about this, because I feel like I can be an affectionate person, but like, depends. Aquarius is all about going over the top when they love someone. You can tell you are really special to her if she always is trying to spoil you. Showering someone with affection only happens when Aquarius is most comfortable with you and truly loves you. So if that happens, you must be someone special. So I will say, like, that cannot even be more accurate, because I feel like 1000% how I show my love for someone is through spoiling them. I truly find joy in spoiling people. I may not be rich or like have the most money in the world, but I just pick up on things that my partner either wants or needs, and I like to surprise them or spoil them, you know? For example, when Trevor was turning 25, I think I have a picture of it and I'll like flash it on the screen, but basically I was thinking, like, what can I do for him for his 25th birthday? I kind of just thought about stuff that he liked and stuff that he needed, and I went out and I bought 25 gift bags and I stuffed them all, and he's actually here right now, this is really awkward. I stuffed them all with like his favorite things, and I put them all downstairs throughout the house, and on each one I put a number 1 through 25, and I had him like open each one in order, and then the 25th bag was like the biggest thing. Hello?
Hey.
What's up?
What'd
What'd you say? You feel like crap?
you need help with?
Nothing, I just need you to like read off things. It's just hard for me to like do my makeup. Why are you breathing so heavy?
Watching Cops.
Just look up the traits of an Aquarius and I'll see if I relate to it. I already basically talked about like if you and I are supposed to be together based off the stars. We're not, actually, so
Alright.
I think that's it.
I gotta go.
Same.
It's been real.
I was just telling them like how judgmental you are of me and Scott. It's like really hard to just like walk on eggshells every day. Ow. My foot's asleep.
You're an Aquarius?
Shut up. I feel like I always show you guys that I have a scar on, but I just don't want you guys to think that like shadows don't blend, but they are. That's just a scar here.
If you're gonna be with an Aquarius, you have to be able to leave them alone. They don't do well with clingy people. Fact. Aquarius can get bored easily. They need something new, unique, and out of the ordinary to keep them entertained. I mean, the dogs in your bed, I think, keeps you entertained. So. When an Aquarian really loves someone, that person can consider themselves as lucky.
Yeah.
Because our love comes from deep within the heart. Your black heart. I'm kidding. Aquarians decide if they like you or not within the first few moments of knowing you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Rarely will it change if they didn't like you before.
I feel like that's not necessarily true.
If you want somebody to tell you what you want to hear, don't ask an Aquarius.
If you want someone to tell you what you want to hear, don't ask an Aquarius. Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. Aquarius temper can burst out at any time. And they tend to be outright rude or maintain an intimidating silence. And what do you say? If I'm silent, because I don't want to say anything mean.
Yeah, I feel like when people are arguing with me, I won't speak and people will try to get me to talk and I'm like, you don't want me to talk. It really takes a lot to get me mad, but I try to not say anything because I'm really not good at expressing, like I'm not good at words. I'm not good with words at all. I'm not good at words. I try to just be quiet. And then when I'm not quiet,
An Aquarius might be nice and friendly to you, but it doesn't mean they're interested in dating you. Very true about you.
yeah, I'm nice to everyone. And I feel like people will mistake my niceness for like flirtiness. If I genuinely like had feelings for you, I wouldn't talk to you. Like, don't you agree with that? I feel like I didn't really speak to you ever.
Yeah, but there was really no words needed. You said that connection, you know?
Shut up. Oh my God.
An Aquarius in love is extremely faithful. I don't know, you make up the dogs all the time.
I can't talk because I'm doing a cut crease. It's really hard. Okay, so basically I took Ocean Ice and I put that on the outer V, and then I took Entitled and I put that a little bit on the lid, and then I cut my crease with Tarte Shape Tape. I totally just got off track and forgot what I was doing. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of Cullinan and I'm Cold, and I'm going to put that all over the lid.
An Aquarius tends to use heavy loads of sarcasm when they're pissed off because they don't want to say things too hurtful to others.
Oh yeah, that's 100% true. I'm so sarcastic. I always tell people like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like I can usually get my point across with a little bit of sarcasm. I just don't like to be like super serious, you know? Or if I'm like trying to explain that I don't like something that someone's doing, I'll try to make light of it and use sarcasm. Is that the most healthy thing? I don't know. I don't care. I feel like a good example would be like when Trevor and I first started dating, he would call me Hodges. And I was like, I'm not your teammate. Like, don't call me Hodges. So I didn't say that. I just started calling him Platt. And I was like, what's up, Platt? And I think he got the point.
Aquarius may forgive, but they will always remember.
Yeah, 100%. I forgive everybody.
You remember something from Tuesday in 2015 at 10 o'clock?
I do remember everything, but I'm not someone who will like continue to bring things up. Like, I'm not someone who will say like, oh, well, remember. Oh my gosh. I definitely let shit go, but I will always remember it. And I always let people apologize for things because I feel like it's so toxic to like silence someone and not let them get shit off their chest. So if anyone ever wrongs me and like wants to say they're sorry, I will always let them speak. That doesn't necessarily mean that I will let that person like back into my life. It just means that I've accepted their apology and I can sleep a little better at night, they can sleep a little better at night, and we can just move on. I don't like stay angry at people. I let shit go. So basically I'm just gonna recreate what I did on the top on the bottom. So I'm going to use Blue Monday, Ocean Ice, Entitled, Mint Tea. I'm gonna start off under the lash line using Mint Tea and I'm Cold, and I'm gonna run that pretty low. I'm just gonna go in with Blue Monday.
Aquarians tend to create their own stress because they are the biggest procrastinators in the zodiac.
I am the biggest procrastinator of life. I need help. I'm just gonna put a thin black line right here and then put on some lashes and then mascara, and I'll be right back. So I just applied the House of Lashes Iconics onto my eyeballs. And all that I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a little bit of the NYX glitter primer on the inner corner, and I'm going to take this glitter from EK. I never even heard of this brand, I just saw it at the Morphe store, but it's called Marshmallow Sugar. And then I'm gonna take this like chunky glitter that I found off Amazon. I'm just gonna put that in the inner corner of my eyeball. All right, so that's the eyes all complete. I'm just gonna do a little bit of blush, and then I'm gonna do my lips, and then we're all done. So for blush, I'm just going to go in with the Alamar Cosmetics Blush Trio, and I'm gonna go into Seclusion. It's like this corally shade. Trevor doesn't feel good, so I'm gonna just excuse him so he can go lay down. And plus he has to work a double tomorrow, so he's gotta get up super early. I'm only gonna be like 20 minutes, and then I'm just gonna clean this up. Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye, fans.
Shut up. Aquarius 2020 horoscope, a look at the year ahead. 2020 is a great year to try to improve yourself and your surrounding. You are likely to feel more impulsive this year, which will bring some changes in your life. You are more direct this year, which can also help you get ahead. I do have really big goals for 2020, and I have a lot that I want to accomplish this year, and I really want to work on being more self-sufficient and not being such a procrastinator and really like getting stuff done. I feel like especially with YouTube, like you are your own boss and you really have to be on yourself, so I'm really trying to work on that. I'm just gonna do my lips really quick. I'm gonna use Spice lip liner just to outline. Now I'm just gonna go in with the most shocking lip color ever. Jeffree Star Mannequin. And then I'm just gonna dab a little bit of I'm Nude right over top. You'll have to excuse this scar. It's so ugly. I feel like this eye looks way better, but this is my good side, but this eye always looks better. But anyway, this is the final look. This is where my mind brought me when I thought of doing an Aquarius makeup look. Like I said, I was super inspired to do this once I saw Nikki's video, and then when I rewatched Mikey's video and I saw James's video, I just was even more inspired to do it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I would say that I pretty much like 95% think that everything that is said about Aquarius is pretty much spot on when it comes to me. I do think astrology is pretty cool, and I don't know if I necessarily 1000% believe everything that is said, but I do think that it gives people some type of like something to look forward to or some type of guidance throughout life, which is never a bad thing. I also take it with a grain of salt and I live my life how I see fit, but I do think it was kind of cool to learn a little bit more about my sign and what, you know, astrology says about me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and maybe it'll inspire you to either recreate the video or learn a little bit more about your sign if you've never been super into it. Because I will say that even if you don't believe in astrology, a lot of it is pretty spot on. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you like my crazy blue Aquarius makeup look. And if you liked this video, please go ahead and like this video because it really helps with the algorithm and it shows YouTube that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. So if you did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. And if you would be so kind as to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that as well. I hope that you guys always know how appreciative I am of every single one of you, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.